What is going on, everyone? It is Super here, and welcome to another video. I guess there's more to Kombat X in the background, but today I have a story time video. I haven't done a story time in a very long time. I believe the last one, I can't even remember the last one that I've done. I remember the last successful one was pretty much talking about when I lost my virginity, and I thought it was a really neat story, and a lot of people agreed. It got like 120,000 views. It was very well received. This story is not going to be like that. It's not like a meet cute story. It's sort of a really funny story and an experience that was really embarrassing for me now thinking about it. So let me break it down to you guys. I actually have two stories. One that's like a normal story, and the other one's the embarrassing one. So I guess I'll start off with the normal one first. My triumphant start to competitive esports. Yeah, right. So this was pretty much when Black Ops 1 was gonna be released. So Modern Warfare 2 had been out. Amazing game. It's still one of my favorite games of all time. I think it's like my third favorite Call of Duty of all time. Black Ops 1 will always be my favorite Call of Duty of all time. Black Ops 2 is right up there. Modern Warfare 2 is probably third, and then COD 4 is fourth. But like COD 4, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2 are very close. But anyways, Black Ops 1 was about to come out. So this was back in, what was it, 2010? And 2010, was it? Late 2010. Yeah, late 2010. Okay, so I had been doing YouTube for about 6 months before this. And, my brother and I actually went to the midnight release for Black Ops 1, and back in the day it was a lot more popular. I don't know how popular it is to go to the midnight launch to a Call of Duty game. I know people still do, but with the age of buying games online, and you could play right from the get-go, you could even preload games. A lot of people just get their games online, and also there's mom and pop shops which could get games early, up to a week early. For example, for Mortal Kombat XL, I actually got MKXL days early because there's a shop here in Los Angeles that sometimes if they get games early, they might sell them. So there's mom and pop shops. Like I mentioned, I don't know how popular it is to still go to midnight launches. I'm pretty sure people still do and make lines and stuff. But anyways, Black Ops 1 was about to be released, and I was pretty good at Modern Warfare 2. I mean, my brother and I have always been really good at first-person shooters. It's just something about FPS games that we feel very comfortable playing. And funny enough, my brother's the one that got me into playing Call of Duty, because he was a huge COD 4 fan, was playing way before I was playing. I got into COD during Modern Warfare 2. And then during Black Ops 1, we were both very excited for the game. So we went to the midnight launch. They had a station outside, and they actually had a little tournament going on. So, obviously I entered. My brother, though, had a ridiculous toothache. And the reason he had this ridiculous toothache is because he ate an entire pack of bubble gum the night before. So his gum swelled up, and his cheek was so big. He was so embarrassed to go to the midnight launch, but that's how much of fans we were. Normally, he probably would have just stayed home, but we were so excited for the release of Black Ops 1 that he went along with this gigantic, swollen gum. It was pretty funny. So he was in a lot of pain throughout. We actually got there very early. We were one of the first people. Back in the day, we left like around 8 p.m. no lie, and obviously it's a midnight launch, so we had to be there the whole time. So the guys at GameStop actually brought out a station. They had a little tournament, and they said for first place what they were gonna get was a pizza from like this local shop. Pizza was delicious, by the way. It was a giant pizza, and we just wanted to have a little bit of fun, waste a little bit of time. So I entered the tournament, and I actually made it all the way to the finals very easily. It was like a one-on-one, first to like 10 kills, something like that. Made it to the finals, won the finals. I got my pizza, and I remember when I got the pizza, I saw it, and it looked so good. And then I look over to my side, and I see my I see my brother with a swollen cheek. He couldn't even eat a slice of pizza. He actually had to go to the dentist, and I believe he even got a root canal after this. It was like it just got infected for some reason. Like, I know eating a whole pack of gum was really stupid, and even he knows that, but like, to fuck up your teeth that much, it was pretty crazy. So I ate the pizza, brought it home. And you know, it was a really fun night regardless, because we actually came home, we had 2 setups, and we played Black Ops 1 for, I don't know, man, hours and hours. We stayed up the whole night. Obviously, we got home like around maybe 1 in the morning, played until it was daylight, got a monster, kept playing, both of us on the setup. And my brother was actually the first person to get a quad feed with the stakeout shotgun. It was like 2 minutes in and he got a quad feed. If you guys don't know what a quad feed is, for you guys who don't play COD too much, it's when you line up 4 kills in rapid succession and it comes out like in the kill feed in the bottom, like 4 in a row. That's a quad feed. He actually got the very first one in the world with this shotgun, and you know, it was really fun. So that's my normal story. So here's the embarrassing one. So it was another midnight launch that my brother and I attended. This one was for Super Street Fighter 4. Super Street Fighter 4, I believe, was also released in 2010. It might have been 2011. I don't remember when it was, but I still have the arcade stick, because I remember I pre-ordered the like collector's edition that brought a tournament edition arcade stick for Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 4. I actually have it posted on Instagram if you guys want to go check that out. Instagram is linked in the description. It actually has a dent, because there was one time where I got really pissed off that I lost to this one dude, and I smacked it. I like punched it, and it has a dent, and it actually hurt my hand. But my hand recovered, the stick did not. It actually, one of the buttons, the main button that I punched, doesn't really work that much. I can't really use that fight stick anymore, but I still have it there. You know, nice little souvenir. But it was, let's just say it's 2010. Super Street Fighter 4 was about to come out. You know, obviously Street Fighter 4 was insanely popular. It sort of revived the FGC at the time. You know, Street Fighter 4 really popular. Super Street Fighter 4 comes out. A lot of people are excited for it, including myself. It had been some time since I actually played any fighting games. I really wanted to get back into fighting games with Super Street Fighter 4, which I did like play a good amount and got into it. Nothing really serious, but during this midnight launch, you know, the GameStop that I went to also had an arcade cabinet inside the actual like GameStop store, and they were gonna have a tournament. Sound familiar, right? Sound familiar. Am I gonna win again? Who knows? But this time around, like I mentioned, it was an arcade cabinet, and there was actually quite a lot of people there. A lot of dudes really looking forward to play Street Fighter 4. Super Street Fighter 4. So I believe like maybe 60 to 65, 70 people entered this tournament. And, you know, I was like, there's nothing to lose, right? I just want to have a little bit of fun here and play. And when I walked in to sign up, there was this one guy who I recognize. His name is Combo Fiend. He is now the community manager for Street Fighter 5, I believe. He has a really big title. But at the time, he was just a professional fighting game player. And like a week before, I remember seeing him in a tournament have this ridiculous comeback in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with Spencer. And at the time, Spencer was a character that nobody knew was insanely good until Combo Fiend came in during this tournament and had the most ridiculous comebacks, had the most hype matches. And I remember watching this tournament back in 2010, and I was like, God damn, I wish I could be this good at MVC3. And this dude was there, so I went over. I'm like, hey man, I saw you at this tournament. Your performance was really sick, and you know, I shook his hand, all that good stuff. This was before, obviously, he was a community manager for Capcom and Street Fighter 5. So at this point, I believe he was pretty well known. He was always well known as, you know, really insane player. So I guess he entered the tournament as well. He was there to get Super Street Fighter 5. So funny enough, this is where the embarrassing part happens. The tournament starts. I'm there in the background, like there's a whole group surrounding the cabinet. It's just one cabinet, you know, old arcade feel. Very cool. I miss those times, by the way, when you go to an arcade and there's like 20 dudes huddling over one arcade machine, just looking and waiting for their turn. So the tournament starts. They're calling people by name, and you know, I was like the 50th person, something like that. So it took a while for me to get there. My brother was next to me the whole time, and then I remember, I don't know if they called Combo Fiend's name, but he was on the sticks. He was on the first or second player sticks on the arcade cabinet, and then I hear my name called, and I look over and I see who I have to fight against, and I don't know what the hell happens. Like if I saw a holy ghost or something. It was just this dude. Like I know he's very popular, insanely good at fighting games, and I had to fight Combo Fiend the first round of this Super Street Fighter 4 tournament after not playing a fighting game in years. And for some fucking reason, my first instinct was to turn around, tell my brother, all right, let's go outside for a little bit, and walk away. That was my reaction to my first fighting game tournament ever. Even if it's a small one, even if it's this little, you know, GameStop tournament, didn't mean anything. It was just for fun. I had to fight versus Combo Fiend, and I ducked. My first instinct was to tell my brother, let's go outside for a little bit. It's getting hot in here, something like that. And when they were calling my name, like I think some people knew that I had signed up in, you know, the specific name that I signed up as. And even the, you know, Combo Fiend like looked over directly at me, and I didn't say a word. Not a word. And after like maybe 30 seconds, the guy calling my name, just me ignoring them completely, they went on to the next people. Combo Fiend got off the sticks and he moved into the second round. So wow, just like imagining and remembering this in my head brings me embarrassment, because it's just a game for fun. It didn't mean jack shit. And you know, it's embarrassing but funny at the same time. It's a good memory to have, I guess, right? But yeah, that's pretty much my first two experiences playing a tournament for like a video game tournament. First one I won, second one I ducked like I don't know, like a pussy, I guess, and playing versus Combo Fiend, who at the time was one of the most popular Marvel vs. Capcom 3 players, with Spencer making this ridiculous comeback. So I saw him on the sticks. Guy called my name, and I left instead of, you know, fighting. So that is my embarrassing story and my triumphant story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. I stopped doing stories because I was going to run out of them, but maybe in the future I'll do more, or I'll tell some old stories that some of you new guys might not know about. So that's going to be it. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys next time.